our done-for-you credit builder, you have a special limited offer. Basically, let us do all the work to get you up to $30,000 in business credit in the next 30 days without using your personal credit and without a personal guarantee. That's right, I said without a personal guarantee. How does the done-for-you credit builder help you? Well, it's very, very simple. First, we help you in a done-for-you program to get $30,000 in business credit in the next 30 days, specifically by helping you build your business credit profile with Dun & Bradstreet. That will put you in a position or build a foundation to parlay or springboard you to get $200,000 to as much as $500,000 in business credit in the next 90 days. So it's a really, really valuable service that we provide to you. Okay, we're here with our newest success story. Tell everybody how long you've been working with our company, Business Credit Approved, and how much credit you have thus far.
Hi, my name is Jean Fosley, and I've been working with Business Credit Approved since the beginning of April 2013, and the total amount of credit I have thus far is $75,000.
Wow, and what month is it now that we're talking?
It is May, a month later.
So 1 month, $75,000.
Yes.
And I just want to point something out for people listening. The operative word is not just the month, but the year 2013. Because many people ask me, well, 5, 6, 7 years ago, before this banking crisis, and the banks were giving away money to everybody, I can see that you were helping people get credit, but can you do it today? So you're living proof. 1 month, $75,000 in the year 2013, yes?
Yes.
Great. How did you have to personally guarantee any of that credit?
None of those cards or vendor credit was personally guaranteed.
So you got cash credit and vendor credit, which we're going to talk about in just a moment, but none of them you personally guaranteed at all. Is that correct?
Correct.
No social security number, no credit check, no nothing.
No, nothing, none of that sort anyway.
It's funny, I always do these interviews and I explain to people, you don't need to have good or bad or any personal credit. If your credit's really poor, because this program doesn't take that into account, and I inevitably get questions, Jeremy, my personal credit's poor. Is that going to be a problem? Well, you're living proof that your credit, whether it was good or bad, was not an issue because you never had to provide it. You don't need a personal guarantee. You don't need to have good credit. You don't have to do credit repair. So even though we're going to talk about vendor credit for just a second, keep in mind all this credit is eventually going to be turned into cash for you. So show us your, let's go account by account. Let's first see show me one card that you have, and then let's see the approval letter, because as we say, showing is believing. Seeing is believing. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay, this is the Universal Fleet card.
Okay, so we're going to get cash first. And how much did you get for that?
$15,000 on this one.
Can you show that a little bit closer? So you got a MasterCard. $15,000 you could take cash from right now, no personal guarantee, yes?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me see the next cash card.
All right. And the next cash card is CIS.
Okay.
And that's over there. Can you see that?
A little bit over to the side a little bit. That's better. How much did you get on that one?
The CIS was $15,000.
So $15,000 from that one and $15,000 from the Universal. Those are MasterCards you could take cash from. No personal guarantee. Is that correct?
No personal guarantee. Correct.
Okay. We're working on getting 1 or 2 more done real soon, but you got $30,000 MasterCard under your company, which is great. If you make another company, you get another $30,000 from those 2 companies. Let's look at your vendor credit. What'd you get in your vendor credit?
Okay, well, starting off with Office Depot. Office Depot, I got $4,500, which was quite large, actually. I didn't expect that much.
Okay.
Okay. And then for Sam's Club, I got a $10,000 limit on the Sam's Club card.
Cool. So that's all the accounts, yes?
Yes, that's all the accounts.
So to wrap it up, $75,000, no personal guarantee on any of the accounts in 1 month. Any doubts if you keep working with us, you're going to get more credit?
None at all. Well, when I was looking for you guys as an additional source, I actually had done a course with somebody else who did not provide me with the insights that Jeremy has and additional information in accumulating additional credit. And the follow through in that was really awesome, and immediate responses, which was kind of critical to me, and also within the time frame. I wanted to do it really quickly, and Jeremy was right on. I've had only favorable experience with this, and definitely information that I was not able to find anywhere else. I think that's the key here. In this market, things are changing a lot, and clearly Jeremy seems to be on top of it and is producing the results. And I clearly am an example of producing results, so I'm happy.
That's great. Now, speaking of business credit reports, let's talk about Dun & Bradstreet. Who is Dun & Bradstreet, and why is it important for you? Some of you may have heard of Dun & Bradstreet. Maybe you just heard the name, or maybe you know a little bit, or maybe you've never heard of it at all. Dun & Bradstreet is one of the most important business credit bureaus, okay? And whenever you go to apply for a business credit line, the banks are going to pull your business credit report from Dun & Bradstreet. So you want to establish in the next couple of weeks a very stellar business credit rating for your company with Dun & Bradstreet. And that is why it is important that you build a DUNS report, because it's going to be the basis that the banks are going to use to approve or to deny your business credit applications. And not only to approve it, but if they approve it, how much credit they're going to give you initially. So let's talk about the important elements of what goes into building your DUNS report. You need to know how to establish a business history. Some of you have a company that's been around at least 2 years. Some of you don't. For those that don't, we're going to show you how you can get one. Okay, you need to show a professional business presence. You have to show and act like you're a legitimate, real company. So one of the most important things you need to do is to establish a separate phone number for your business and have that phone number published in the 411 directory assistance. And you also have to get what I call the all-important Paydex score. So let's talk about the all-important Paydex score. First, what is a Paydex score? Well, a Paydex score is like a FICO score for your business. Dun & Bradstreet doesn't call it a FICO score, they call it a Paydex score. So how do you get a Paydex score? Well, you have to have 4 vendors or suppliers, 4 companies report that they did business with your company and how the company paid its bill. And that's all that you need to get a Paydex score. So you may ask, well, what's a good Paydex score? A good Paydex score is 80. It's like saying your FICO is above 750. Okay, so the other thing you need to do is you have to identify the vendors that you're going to use to build your Paydex score. Okay, Dun & Bradstreet is not going to take any company. If your cousin or your brother goes down the street to the county recorder, files a DBA and says, yeah, I did business with your company, that's not very credible. Okay, so Dun & Bradstreet wants to make sure that any vendor that they're going to accept for your business is a real, legitimate, qualified vendor. And you need to know how to do that. Okay, and you also want to identify what I call high credit vendors, because you could get 4 vendors that could report that you company ordered $50 worth of products and services, you paid it on time, and you'll get a Paydex score of 80. Is that good? It's great. Okay, but it would be even better if maybe 1 or 2 of the accounts reported that your company ordered $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 worth of credit and paid it back, because this shows real credibility. So we will build you a complete DUNS report with an 80 Paydex score in approximately 2 weeks. That's part of our Done For You service.